Hello, this is a more advanced video on how to do better than a switch statement for this problem. Take a string from from a user and count the number of vowels in it. So you can notice how big this switch statement is for doing very simple thing and essentially the very same thing. So that's what we don't like about it. And very often there is a better way than switch statement. This is not something that we cover in this class, but in general, I want you to be aware of it and think about this problem. If you had to do it in Python, how would you do it quickly? So it does look like you still have to iterate through every character in the string. So that is okay. And you can count the occurrences of the vowels. So we have a count variable. That's also fine. But instead of having a switch statement or a huge if else statement, you would want to use a certain data structure to check if your character is a vowel. And whether from your Python experience or just because you realize that such a data structure should exist, you should realize that it exists. So let's find it. And if you Google set in Java and look at it for a little bit, you will realize that it is hash set. Hash set is what will work here. So basically it's a set, so it's an unordered collection of elements, and all you need to do in your if statement is to check if your character is in this hash set. So how about I introduce a hash set here, hash set of character. Notice that for characters I'm using a wrapper class, not the primitive value char, because for a generic you need to use classes. All right, so character hash set vowels equals to new hash set, and let's leave it empty. And now I need a way to add to the hash set. So add a character A, for example. Oops, sorry, I need single quotation marks. And I can do this, add one by one. There is 5 of them, so I guess 5 lines. And over here, I'm going to check if condition my vowels dot contains the my string dot char at I, so it contains the string the character at position I. Then all I have to do is add 1 to the count. So right now our program still does not do what we want it to do. It only counts the number of occurrences of character A, not all the vowels, but I'd like to test it. Take a moment to test it. So let me try something like A, B, C, D, A, E, G, H, G, T. So basically whatever the letters. Let me copy and paste for future use. Enter 2. So there were 2 A's in here. And again, using the same add method, I can add 1 by 1, and this will still not be short or very cute, but it will work, believe me. And instead of adding them 1 by 1, we can feed them in here. So I'm actually hoping that as I'm writing this hash set, it will tell me how to add things here. But if it doesn't, I just go back to my hash set and I realize what I can feed into it. So we have a constructor that allows to pass a collection of object into the hash set. So this is initial values. And we didn't talk about collection. We'll talk about it in the end of the second part of this course. So advanced Java includes collections. We know one class from collections right now, that is ArrayList. And so I'm just going to do something, and I'm going to take array dot toList, as list, or arrays plural, as list, I guess. And here I can feed a sequence which is what I wanted. I, U, and O. All right, so now I fed the entire sequence of vowels into the hash set. Now, what is this? This is a class. It has an abstract method that converts a sequence of values into a list. There is a list in Java. It's slightly different from array list, and it's a part of collections. So we are using this to create a list of values, which is something from collections, and then we can feed that into a hash set. So now it works. Now it should count properly the number of vowels. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and that was a more advanced way to solve this problem.